Hello guys, in this video you're going to look at very sublime force. It requires nothing but your understanding the principle and also your character and how swiftly or how fastly you can do this, right? So of course the title says it's called the Pateo Force, Pateo. You can Google this. It's a technical term within the mentalism world. Pateo, Pateo Force. Pateo Force is very simple, right? Let's say if I were to perform for Archie, let's say for example, I would take a piece of business card, pen, paper. Archie could be somebody on the street, Archie could be my client, Archie could be I'm performing at a restaurant, Archie could be my investor, anything, right? So I would write this, I would say Archie, hold on to this, or I can leave this maybe inside my pocket. Maybe it's right here. Right, this is my scripting. Archie, we're gonna play a quick game of fate. It's very simple. Out of these objects, you will subconsciously or consciously pick two. I will eliminate one. Then we will do a role reversal. Then I will pick two. You will eliminate one. Okay. Let's say, for example, let's say if we pick these two, which one would you want to eliminate, Archie?
The deck of cards.
Deck of cards. Your wish. So if I did this, and if you had to pick two, which two would you pick? Plier and the marker. So I'm going to eliminate. This is dangerous, so I'm going to eliminate this out of the game. We're down to 5, and let's say if I'm going to pick two, maybe this, the pen and the tape. Which one would you eliminate?
The tape.
Tape. Beautiful. We're down to 4. You have to pick two. Which two would you pick?
The mouse and the staples.
The mouse and the staple. Staple again a little dangerous. Gone. I'm going to pick two. Let's say. Yeah, maybe the pen and the mouse. Which one would you want to eliminate?
The mouse.
The mouse. We're down to 2. You're going to pick these two. I'll eliminate maybe the pen, right? The phone happens to remain, and if somebody opens the prediction that he wrote, it is the phone, right? The basic version is this. The basic version is insanely simple. Okay. Getting back to the same things we used. So the rule here is you have to start with odd number of objects. Odd number of objects. So from my experience, the things I have used, 7 is a very optimal number. 7 is neither too large a number nor too small a number. So you can easily. So this is done like this. Okay. So you can go to anybody's table. Let's say you're going to an interview. You see things. And you can start picking up and doing all of this on the table from their table. This could be anything. I'll give you a different version as well. But first you'll have to understand what is happening, right? So I wrote phone, right? Phone I wrote. I kept it on openly on the table, or I could give it to them, right? 7. You want to start with odd number of objects, and always the performer has to begin. But the way you begin is by showing them an example. If you saw my performance, of course, watch it multiple times. I said, the game is very simple. I will pick 2, you will eliminate 1, then you will pick 2, I'll eliminate 1. Or you could say, you will pick 2, I'll eliminate 1, then I will pick 2, you'll eliminate 1. Trust me, when it happens, and the whole routine needs to be finished off in 1 minute. This could be used as an absolute opener wherever you want to talk about choices and things like that, fate and all of that. This is a great opener, right? So after I finish my sentence, which is, the game is very simple. You will pick 2, I'll eliminate 1, and then I will pick 2, you will eliminate 1. Let's say if I picked these 2, my scripting is, let's say, so it feels like the game hasn't started, but it actually did, right? It has to look very conversational. It should not look like a routine. In fact, this is not a standalone routine. This is not something you just do and leave. This has to be done before a strong routine, where you talk about choices, fate, anything, right? So when the thing starts, I say, if I pick these 2, which one would eliminate? Which feels a little conversational, right? All I'm doing is, if the force is a phone, I never touch the phone. When I pick up, I never touch the phone, right? So between the 2 I pick up, which is a non-phone, anything but a phone, it doesn't matter what they eliminate. When they pick up, if they happen to pick up the phone, you won't eliminate that, right? So routine starts like, if I picked up these two, which one would eliminate Archie? Let's say whatever he says does not matter. Let's say this goes away. He picks, let's say he could pick these two, he could pick these two, or he could pick these two, anything. If the phone gets involved, you would say eliminate the card box, right? Then I pick, you pick, then I pick. It doesn't matter. When he picks, doesn't matter. When I pick, we're always down to 2. If the performer started first, you will always have the choice which one to eliminate when it's down to 2. Right? So basic version is, you would say when it's down to 2, you will have to make the decision. You will say eliminate the player. But if you want to do a little bit professional, when it comes to the last thing, you always have another tool called magician's choice. Right? Between these two, you say, I'm going to drop one of these two. You tell me which one should I drop. If they say drop the phone, I would say, are you sure? They would say, yes. If you are sure, I'm sure. Open the prediction and have a look. Right? If they say drop this, are you sure? Yes. So for some strange reason you drop this, and then when you say you drop this little bit, do just remove this and make it feel like it was kind of eliminated, right? When they say drop this, so when I asked you to drop, you decide to drop this, right? But you decide to keep the phone in your hand. Look at what I wrote. Phone. You can use magician's choice here, right? So that is your Pateo Force. It is not like a thing you just do as a standalone piece. You can do this before a routine. You can do this quickly just to establish that you can do all of this, and then this has to always go before a strong routine or any routine you pick to perform. But this looks very, very organic. It looks like you can go to anybody's table, you can pick up things on the table and do this. How else can I do this? How else have I done this? Is I don't play snookers, the pool game snookers. I don't play it, but my friends do. When I'm hanging around with my friends, when they play, when people ask me to perform, I had performed this with different colored balls, right? Red, blue, green, yellow, right? So the way I play, the way I had done this in a very, very different form, which feels like a completely different routine, is on the pool, on the billiard board. I picked up balls. Every ball is a different color, and I was lucky in that pool room, in that billiards game room. I saw a photo of just a red ball. I saw a photo of a red ball hanging on the wall. I saw it, and I made it. So the performance was like the ones I was performing for. If they had to turn, is when they would turn the other side. Is when they could see the ball. While they were facing me, they had no clue there was something on the back. I used that to my advantage, right? So quickly I did this. If I picked these two colored balls, and I established by saying I don't know anything about the game, but still I'm going to read your mind. Literally, I don't know anything about the game. I don't even know how to hold the stick. But let's say I wanted to assume all these are different colored balls. I picked 2, they eliminate. They pick 2, they eliminate. Finally, down to 2. I did the magician's choice, drop one, anything you want to do, and then finally reduced it to one red ball. And I said, this is crazy. Red ball, turn back. It was a more visual prediction than written prediction. When he turned back, there was just one red ball photo hanging on the wall. It's very different for them, very strong for them. So yeah, then you can do chocolates. I've done with chocolates, 7 chocolates, 9 chocolates, odd number, you have to start. So yeah, so you have different colored balls, and then that happened, whatever I spoke, right? So the same thing with different colored balls. I want to imagine all these are different colored balls, and Pateo Force, I have done this with billiard balls. I have done this with alcohol. You can do this with money. Pick one denomination of money and force it. Pick one kind of alcohol and force it. Anything you want to play with. 7 cigarettes. Yes, different brands, or 7 of them, out of which one is unique, or anything. You'll have to think on the feet. You'll have to think on the feet, depending on what is around, or you'll have to be pre-prepared. Right? Pateo Force is very, very simple. The rules are insanely simple. When you pick, you don't pick the force object. When they pick, it does not matter. When they pick, let's say they pick, the phone is the force, let's say they pick 2, of course you won't eliminate the phone, right? And you have to start, right? If you don't start, you will have to be well versed with magician's choice. If you start, you always have the choice to eliminate when it's down to 2. If the phone is a force, you always have the choice to eliminate this. Or if you want this to be very, very organic, if you want them to start, your magician's choice has to be really, really practiced. You have to be well versed with the magician's choice. So when it's down to 2, you can do the magician's choice and still force the phone. So that is your patio force. Try it with different objects. I've done this with billiard balls, chocolates, alcohol, and cigarette money. These are the 5 different variations I've done. You can explore with any object you want. It can be 5 playing cards. It can be 7 playing cards. Anything odd number, right? Anything, playing cards, this, that, anything you want, as long as all of them are unique and you force one. Otherwise, that is your patio force. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.